Hi, I'm Jason Baroniak for CTN. On June 17th, the NAACP is celebrating Juneteenth in Ann Arbor. With me to discuss the details is the president of the Ann Arbor branch of the NAACP, William V. Hampton. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, can you talk about the holiday exactly? People always like, oh, Juneteenth, but I don't think people know the significance of the holiday itself. Can you elaborate a little bit on it?
Juneteenth is the oldest continuously celebrated holiday for people who look like me in the United States of America. It started on June 19th, 1865, and it was first celebrated 1 year later in 1866. And there's a couple of things that's significant here. One of them is that um, when General Granger came to Galveston, Texas, he came to inform them that Juneteenth had it that this date America was out of the Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation was enacted, and the reason why they came to Texas was because a lot of slave owners came to Texas because it had yet to be captured by the Union forces. So a lot of the slave owners came to Texas with their slaves.
Okay. I think a lot of people don't know the details of it as well. They just know it's the holiday. And it just became a federal holiday. Have you noticed more people engaged or interested on the holiday itself?
Well, once upon a time here in Ann Arbor, we were the only game in town. Now there's several. With the holiday and Juneteenth becoming more popular in this area, more people are getting excited about it. And that's a good thing. Collaboration is better than competition, right? But for me, I am from Texas and I've celebrated Juneteenth since, well, my family celebrated Juneteenth since before I was born.
Well, let's talk about the celebration. It's the 29th year in Ann Arbor. You mentioned it's on the 17th. Where is the celebration at?
Well, my wife was, well, it's at Wheeler Park, which is on Depot Street, 200 Depot Street. And Wheeler Park, for those of you who may not know this, is named for the first, and as of right now, the only African American mayor of the city of Ann Arbor. He also, at one time, was the president of the NAACP here in Ann Arbor. But it's significant to mention, though, Jason, that there's a community unity march scheduled before Juneteenth starts. We will march from Fuller Park to Wheeler Park at 10 a.m. in the morning. We'll gather there before then and march down to Wheeler Park.
And what time does the event? I know it starts at noon. Does it go from the parade starts at 10, the event starts at noon. When does it last till?
We last until 6 p.m. We have lots of exciting things for folks. We have, for example, a cakewalk, and we'll give the history of the cakewalks and why we have it at Juneteenth. And just in case you don't know, cakewalk is like a game. You march around in a circle with numbers on it until the music stops. And when the music stops, people pull a number, and who's ever on that number gets to select a cake of their choice.
Oh, wow. Because can I pull a lot of numbers if that's the case? If it's
well, the numbers cost $1 each, and a rich guy like you could probably afford at least 10, 12 at a time, right?
I don't know about a rich guy like that, but I wouldn't mind doing at least one or two. You mentioned cake. Is there other food vendors there at the celebration?
Well, we have typical Juneteenth celebration food. We'll have ribs. We're looking to have some catfish. We'll probably have some cornbread. We may have red pop. All these are Juneteenth traditional celebration foods.
And now there's not just food involved, there's entertainment involved, I'm assuming. Can you elaborate on some of those vendors as well?
Well, I think the most important piece of entertainment we'll schedule to have as of right now is that we give out 2 scholarships every year. And the part of getting a scholarship is to write an essay. And this year's essay would be, why is Juneteenth important to America? And why is Juneteenth important to me? So the recipients are scheduled to read their essays at Juneteenth this year,
Okay.
which will be, I promise those will be inspirational.
And I'm assuming that's a very popular thing. I saw on the promo sheet, bike repair. I never saw that at a celebration before. Is there a certain significance or reason why there is a bike repair option at the celebration?
Well, we thought we want to do something unique. We've had this now for 2.5 years. And the reason why is because there are a lot of people in Ann Arbor who ride bicycles. And some of those people who ride bicycles may not be able to afford getting that bike repaired. So we're offering free bike repair at this year's celebration.
Oh, wow.
All you have to do is come and bring your bicycle with you.
And so I'm assuming that encourages people also to come on down by a bicycle, as well as, get a little bit of a tune-up as well.
Absolutely.
As far as the weather's concerned, if there's a bad weather, is there a alternative option as far as if there's storms or rain or maybe a backup date?
Well, that's a good question. I hope you're not speaking that into existence, but we'll have several tents there. All of the vendors will be on the tents. The tent is a huge tent, and then we have a children's area tent as well. And so, if it rains, there'll be protective tents there to protect people from the elements. I've been doing this for a long time now. I only recall one instance where it rained.
Oh,
so I hope you're not speaking that into existence, Jason.
I don't have any wood to knock on right around me, but let's hope there's no bad weather for the event.
All right.
Now, volunteers, I'm assuming that there's a need for volunteers, and then if so, where would they go to sign up?
Okay, well, we have on our website what we call a Sign Up Genius. You go in there and click on Sign Up Genius, and you can volunteer for whatever you want to volunteer for. We welcome all volunteers. You don't have to be a member to volunteer. So we can use all the help that we can get. Our event is a free event, so it's not like we're pulling in a lot of cash. So come and volunteer, and you'll be doing something good for the community.
Awesome. And now this is the 29th year. Next year's a 30th anniversary. Is there any special plans or any teasing events that you want to maybe leave for next year as well?
Well, I just want the listening audience to know that our Juneteenth celebration is always inspirational. However, next year's celebration will be more uniquely different than any other one we've had in the past. So we'll be planning for that one longer than we planned for this one. In fact, the planning for next year's event has already started. So it's going to be an exciting time in Ann Arbor at next year's celebration.
And I don't want to shortchange this year's celebration. Why should people come out for this year's event?
Well, first of all, Ann Arbor is known as a city of diversity and inclusion. Okay. And there might be some people that think the NAACP is only for people who look like me. But if you know anything about the history of the NAACP, it is a diverse organization. Okay. Collaboration is better than working separately. And we believe that if we stay in this process long enough, we can get a more perfect union for everybody.
And if you want to find out more information about the Ann Arbor branch of the NAACP, where would they go for that?
You can go to our website, which is a2naacp.org. The number 2, naacp.org.
And one final time, when and where is the Juneteenth event? So no one at home forgets, or people online forget where the event is at. Where is the event and the final sales pitch?
The final sales pitch. The Community Unity March starts at Wheeler Park. Starts at Fuller Park at 10 a.m. The marchers will arrive at Wheeler Park, which is 200 Depot Street. And that event will last from 12 noon until 6 p.m. And we guarantee you a good time. Come out, bring your kids, bring your animals, bring everybody.
Bring everybody. That's a good way to go out with. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll hopefully have a great turnout for the event coming up.
Can I make one more comment?
Absolutely.
I got a pledge from a guy named Jason, and he's going to be at the park signing autographs free of charge.
Well, you need to have people wanting the autograph before signing the autographs, but
you're so modest.
I try to be. I try to be. Well, thank you again, William, and you have yourself a good day and good luck to the event.
Thank you so much.
Be sure to check out CTN's website at a2gov.org/CTN for more of our great programs and our services, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on the social media sites at CTN Ann Arbor. Thank you for watching.